But yeah, it's something that's been asked of us a couple of times. And I think that we've got enough guys here to kind of talk about how we store clothes. So I'm gonna do something really fun, and I can't bring my laptop around, but I think what I can do is kind of just get up and show you guys. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bringing the thing. So what you're seeing right here is
Wait. I'm gonna make Ethan big. Let me turn off Croatia.
Big boy.
Turn off Croatia. Turn off my wife.
Okay, Ethan, you're big now.
Wow, look at that big boy.
Yeah.
You've grown so much.
Yeah, I've grown, man. You should see what's going on under the table.
Nope.
So, as you guys can see, I have this kind of big closet. And again, I am very lucky that this is just inherent in the design of the house. But there is a big closet right behind you. It's right there, I guess. It used to have two sliding mirror things, but fortunately one came off the hinge and it just never. I don't know what happened to it, but like even if we put it back on the track, it just kind of like I think it was just kind of coming out of the frame and it's just really old. And maybe when I was a kid, I like played with it too much or something.
Now you're one door down.
Yeah, I'm one door down. So unfortunately, just I can see my clothes at all times.
Your hero, baby.
So it's just one rack all the way through, just one long
hard rack. That's nice.
Hard. Thank you. Hard.
Walk hard.
Walk hard.
So in there, I can't really show you. So on this side here, I don't know, my left, maybe your right, I guess. All my shirts are there, and then what is hanging is my season appropriate trousers that are hanging in there. So a lot of shirts. All my shirts are there. I don't have any seasonal shirts. I don't have like flannel shirts. I guess technically I do have a lot of Aloha shirts. I don't put them away in fall winter just because it's like 3 shirts, and it's like there's no point in like folding them and putting them away if they're not gonna take up that much space anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, my seasonal trousers are there. So currently it is my like linen trousers, and that's it because everything else can be worn year round. Like my cotton pants stay up there. My tropical wool trousers will stay there. And then on the right side, which you can kind of see a little bit, or I guess your left, my sport coats are there. I obviously have a lot less. Spring summer sport coats than I do fall winter because, as we've said repeatedly on the blog and on the podcast, that it's easier to find vintage tweeds, which is how Spencer and I built up like a lot of our wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, right now there's only I've as you guys know, I built a little bit of it during the quarantine, with a couple of ring jacket stuff, Spear McKay linen jackets, something like that. So that's what's up there. And then at the edge, the very edge that you can see there are like 5 trouser hangers, but I put my my ties over there. So that's where all my ties are hanging. They're organized by pattern. So like there's like a part for foulers, there's a part for like bold swing ties, which obviously don't get worn. There's stuff for like plain ties, and then there's like reps and everything. So that's there. And so obviously you're thinking, wait, Ethan, you got trousers, you got sport coats. Where's the suits? It's right here.
Whoa! Wow. Unveiling.
Yeah.
Unsheath.
So obviously, I also have fall winter tailoring or full suits, and so these are not them. I only have a handful. I don't have a lot of like suits. As you can see here, I only have
suits.
4, 5, 6, 7. I have 6 suits here. I have 2 cotton suits, 1 crisp air, 1 gabardine, 1 the white one, which is Palm Beach. I have 1 worsted from Natty Adams, which is like my cool lounge 70s type suit, and then my tuxedo is out here because I don't know, it's just out here. But yeah, so only little suits, and of course I only put away the Palm Beach one because that's the only one that is like a spring summer. And then when I bring out the fall winter stuff. There's like my flannel sack suits are in there. But there's way more sport coats. And then so these are racks I got from IKEA. MJ was there when I bought them. They were like $12.
Nice.
Really, really affordable, really clean. And they have, obviously they have like the bottom. Like I made sure I didn't want something that just stood. I wanted something that had like a little rack on the bottom, and that's where I put my jeans now because obviously I wear jeans more often. And then the other rack behind it is all my casual outerwear that is not a leather jacket. So like short coats are there, short jackets are there. My pajama set, like the gym bay, my homeware is there, and then like my anorak and my coveralls are on that rack. And then also in the closet there are 2 tubs. That is where I put my my fall winter clothing, my sport coat, my flannel sport coats, I have a lot of flannel trousers, which I might give up. Consider just kind of I think every season, right, you kind of take stock or audit what you have, right, and sure. You decide what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep, and there's a couple stuff I definitely want to get rid of. And so, yeah, MJ, Andy, Jay, all these people will probably get them pretty soon. And then you can't really see them. Maybe if I can just turn my camera. Oh wait, you can't see it because of my mic. But you see that there's a dresser right here. In that dresser, hi. In that dresser. Okay. In that dresser.
Oh, I forgot that was in Discord.
In this dresser is where I keep all my other folded garments. I've got there's 2 small drawers at the top which have my graphic t-shirts, aka like Star Wars, Disney t-shirts, and then the right side has my socks and my belts. And then I have 4 like full drawers. Top one is pajamas, undershirts, underwear. Second one is t-shirts, so like t-shirts and other knitwear, so like solid colored shirts, striped t-shirts, cotton turtlenecks, and then like sweatshirts, sweaters, stuff like that. The one below that is fall winter sweaters, so like lambswool sweaters, lambswool cardigans, stuff like that. And then below that, on the very bottom, is my my folded trousers, so like military chinos, shorts, stuff that's more seasonal than well, I guess not seasonal, but like stuff that I wear that are more interesting than jeans, because jeans I keep out, so I can just put them on whenever I need it. And then there is a hat rack next to it that unfortunately died because it was murdered. It used to be in the base, but then so before I had the rack and before I had a bunch of other like short coats, I put all my casual outerwear on that hat rack, and then it collapsed because it just
sorry.
Because it was just full. It was packed full of shit. So now it's just the stand, which is now leaning against the dresser, and it has my Panama hats on it, and then my jaunty scarves and my tote bags, because I've learned my lesson about keeping things on there. And then I have over here, as you can see, over here is my shoe rack. It only has like 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 6. I can count. 6 shelves, and you can see right here. Top row is like boots. Then I got like like Aldens. I got black shoes. Then like 2 rows of lace ups. Like split toes, derbies, and then the last row is sneakers. And then on the bottom, I just I have like my shoe shine stuff. But yeah, and then I have like hats kind of assorted in my room. I have like a big desk, like you can see the edge of it like right here. But that's where like my TV is. It's like on this whole thing. Also where my Black Series Star Wars stuff is. But in there is where I keep like I have like a tray full of like my watches and my jewelry, like my rings. And then I have like, my bucket hats and my baseball caps are over there, my berets and everything. And yeah, I mean that's kind of it. I'm very lucky to have had this room. It's like one of the. It's not the master bedroom in the house, but it's it's a pretty big pretty big room with a good closet, and I'm able to it's one of those things. I don't know what else I would have in this room. Again, I live at home, so like even if I consolidated everything and put whatever's in these racks in a closet, I don't know what would change. So
what would change?
Yeah, that is how I store my clothing. Again, I use wire hangers for my trousers. And
no
my
more
shirts.
wire hangers.
No wire hangers.
Plastic
I use plastic like suit hangers for all my suits and sport coats. I have some wooden hangers that I've like thrifted and everything. But it's very basic stuff. I mean, I think the whole theme of this is why I didn't make it a big topic is because like I don't have anything special. I don't have any special like folding things that I do. I don't. I'm also very lucky not to have any issues with moths at all. Fingers crossed.
Nice.
And so
That
I know of, right? And so, yeah, it's pretty okay. I mean, I wish it was maybe a little bit neater, but yeah, that's this is how I store my things. Everything's very accessible. I like being able to see everything that I need. I like, I think that seeing all your clothing kind of keeps me in check.
Yeah.
Like I think one issue before when I was like, as I said in like my whole essay and my podcast episode on Old Ethan, when I had two different wardrobes, like not seeing everything would make me like, that's why I had a whole bunch of Zara H&M stuff and a whole bunch of thrifted stuff and a whole bunch of vintage stuff because they were all I kept them all separately because, different parts of my life. But I think that's what contributed to my stress of like, oh, I got to go to that part of my house for this. Oh, I left this at my dorm because that's where my regular clothes are. Oh, I have this in my vintage closet. So everything that I own, save for leather jackets, because those are a little bit, I don't wear those nearly as often at all because it's hotter and everything. And also I just throw on short coats pretty often. But everything except leather jackets and trench coats and overcoats, pea coats are in this room. And it's nice. It lets me know, like, okay, I know what I wear. I know what I gravitate toward and everything. So that's me. That's my storage stuff. Hopefully some of you guys found that interesting. Spencer, why don't you tell us about your stuff?
Yeah, mine is also very simple.
Hold on. I got some questions really quick. Let me just mention it.
Okay.
It says, do you wear do you wear everything behind you? Actually, I do. There are a couple things. Again, we're in quarantine, but back when I worked at Ascot Chang, which was as of March and before that, I did wear everything. And you guys have seen it. I've worn my Palm Beach suits. I've worn my turtlenecks. I've worn everything that you guys kind of see. I don't have anything that I don't really wear, save for maybe my tuxedo. And I think that obviously quarantine, as it becomes fall winter. I'm going to definitely kind of cull the herd and find out what I'm going to get rid of for fall winter. You took over your pantry in the name of fashion? No, I did not. Again, this has always been my room. My dad lives in the master bedroom, and his room is bigger. He has a bigger bed. Also, you guys don't see it, but my bed is very small. I have like a twin bed, but it has been there since I've been alive. It's also built into the thing because it's built into the bookshelf. So if I were to get a new bed, which I probably could afford, I saved up money and whatever, I would have to literally change everything about the
whole room has to go.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely benefit from better storage overall, like a proper bookcase, but all of these things are
built in. That's crazy, man.
Well, not like built in, but a lot of the interior design is very dependent on it. So again, changing it would be a nightmare. I mean, obviously, my friends and I have talked about this. Where like when we do it, we would have all the guys over. I'd buy everyone pizza, and we would just kind of tear it down and then build it again. But obviously, that's not going to happen anytime soon because of COVID. And so yeah. Anyway, is there a painting behind me in tuxedo? Yes, there is. That is because my mom for my birthday got me one of those things where you guys have seen it where they put like Yoda, but like it's a fucking like admiral uniform kind of thing. So the funny thing is that picture of me is put onto a tuxedo. I do not own that tuxedo. That is not. It's a picture of me that she put on something. The thing is, I'm sure you guys wouldn't blame me if I had one because I have been known to wear tuxedos, right?
Occasionally, you have been known for that.
Yeah, at least once or twice a year. But that is there. It is not hanging because I hang the work that I've done, my own paintings. But yeah. And then last question: how often do you guys shop at No Man Walks Alone? I have not bought anything from No Man Walks Alone.
I don't have anything.
It's a great store. I'm sure we'll get into that later. They did have an exclusive astronaut pocket square that I really wanted, and it sold out like 2 years ago, and Drake's has never remade it again. And I thought it would come up in the archive sale, but it didn't. So whatever. Okay, Spencer, take it away, baby.
Okay, let's make you back to normal. Regular sized Ethan's coming back, and Croatia's coming back. You hear that?
Nice.
You hear that, Croatians?
Croatia's on the come up.
It's on the rise. Croatia's on the rise. I hope Croatia's not into anything fishy right now. That it seems like you're endorsing. Here it is. Mine is very simple. I have a smaller room, I guess. It's a good size. It's like fine. I don't ever feel constricted. But that means most of my clothes, I don't have any room for like a separate rack like Ethan has. So unfortunately everything has to go in my closet. So what I have right now is my closet is kind of split into two. One half is all my like jackets, that like seasonal jackets or whatever. And like vests and stuff like that, like light outerwear pieces. Then on the other side is shirts and pants. And I just that's like basically it. I'm not an organized person. I'm not very good at coming up with organizational systems. So that's where I'm at right now. I have a couple like bins underneath my bed of folded up clothes that either like don't fit anymore and I don't want to just like donate. I want to try to sell. Or like, just stuff that I don't wear anymore and I want to sell. And I also feel bad because a lot of my vintage stuff, which I now want to sell, is just hanging up in our back closet. I don't know if anyone else in my house would use this closet, but they can't because I've taken it over and I feel bad about it. So I want to get like bins for a bunch of those too. But yeah, potentially, again, knock on wood, I am maybe going to be moving in January, and I kind of like, rather than small changes, I'm always kind of like, let's just do a fresh start, like, or whatever. I don't want to like rearrange my room. Sometimes it's like it's easier for me to just like start over than to think, okay, where do I want to move?
Yeah.
So I'm also looking forward to, again, hopefully that if everything works out with, the place that I'm looking at, I will be moving out in January and getting an opportunity to kind of like really look at the clothes that I still want to wear and, what's going to be like my priority bringing over, stuff like that. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And do you use wire hangers, Spencer?
I use wire hangers for shirts and jackets and like like chore coats or whatever, without shoulder padding. And then I have like assortment of plastic suit hangers that I took from fucking J. Crew and Menswear House, or like wooden ones, that I've like gotten, with suits that I bought, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, wire hangers for all my shirts. I don't think that I don't really care that much, and also I like them just because they're so low profile, they're so, you could fit so many in there. I have a lot of shirts, and the hanger, if it takes up space, that does add up and become an issue. so I need the thinnest possible hangers. For my shirt closet, which is overstuffed, that's all wire hangers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you've sized down considerably since I think for a while you had like a lot of stuff as well. But when I lived back in that apartment when I was doing my master's, my MBA, it was. I wish I had pictures of it, but like the closet was really weird. Like it was like a corner of the room, and the sliding door did not work. So like I could only see like half my clothes. I mean, it's like if it was like this, but like I couldn't move it. It's like I could only see half my clothes. And then all my sweaters were like in like a box. It was really weird. Like I don't know. Like I've
your chest.
Yeah.
Oh,
here's great.
So wait, I have a couple things that I do fold, and the only things that I fold are like sweaters and shorts. I mean, I think that's because those are the things that you can't really hang. Like, I have a couple of my chunky cardigans hanging because it's like, I just wear these around the house mostly anyway.
Yeah.
And also they're hard to fold. But, I mean, I think I just fold those because those are like, I mean, other than like fucking underwear and whatever, those are like the only things that you can't really
hang on my underwear, actually.
You just have little clips.
I have wooden hangers for my underwear, actually.
Yeah, nothing else though. Wire hangers for anything, but the wooden hangers, for the nice stuff,
Mm.
Well, while you're here, Jason, why don't you tell us about how you store your clothes?
Well, I have a walk-in closet.
Okay.
Nice.
But there's a downfall, of course, as I live with another woman. So we each have half of a walk-in closet.
So is that like one regular size closet?
Right, with just a bunch of shit on the floor.
Okay.
There you go.
It's 50, huh?
And then we have this with this big like armoire / like dresser. So like that's where like I fold my knits, goes into like the little armoire dresser, and then I don't hang like jeans or anything, so those get folded. There's some shelves on top of in the closet that I fold those and put them on. I would show you, but I'm not going to. So, but to be completely honest, I have such a terrible attitude when it comes to like storing like clothing, because most of it, is on the floor of my bedroom right now.
Yeah.
Like I come home from work, I get undressed, and like we have a couch in the bedroom as well. For some reason. There's really no reason. We just didn't want to throw it away, and we're like, well, let's put it in the bedroom then. But like, so on there, right? I'll just like, there's just a pile of clothes that we've worn and like have to put like to laundry or something, or that I'll dig through and be like, oh, I want to wear that shirt. Where is it? Because I just took it off and threw it on the couch and changed into something else. Yeah, we're both really bad about putting clothes away.
I am also, yeah.
I got back from my trip a week ago. Damn well those suitcases are still full of clothes. And you have no idea how many times I've gone into them.
If it's a situation where I am like, like getting just like putting on pajamas right before bed or getting changed right before bed or whatever, those clothes are not getting hung up. Like I'm not like gonna just throw them on the floor. I will kind of like put them down nicely.
Just put it in your hamper. Just come on. Man.
No, I'm talking about like jackets that I'm like, this isn't dirty, or like pants or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
right, no.
Yeah, jackets and pants, like stuff that's I'm not washing.
I have a lot of stuff in my room, but I will definitely, even if I'm tired, I will hang up my jacket.
No, I don't care enough.
Yeah, it's fine.
But everything I wear is like cotton, so whatever. I'll just steam it, or if it's really wrinkly.
Yeah.
It's like, not about it getting wrinkly for me. I think it's just about like putting it back because it's one of those things like where I don't like to rewear the same clothing, or I don't like to outfit repeat. And again, a lot of people are always concerned, but like that's a very loose definition. Like I can wear the same jacket, shirt, pant, but like change the sock and change the tie. Different outfit to me, But for me to do that, I need everything back to where it was to be like reset set and be like, okay, what is out there today, right? You know,
Mhm.
because I think that if I leave it, if it's like laid somewhere, I left it like on a chair, I left it in my car, I will forget about it, and I won't be able to accurately make like an outfit. I need to have all my stock in front of me. Of course, laundry, dirty clothes, non withholding, right? But that's just I guess that's just me. Like I said, for me to fully appreciate and not get not to go into oh, I need this and go into buying mode. I need to see all my clothing, or at least have be able to see all my clothing as much as possible. So
I try to hang up my suits as much as possible, so that they spend the least amount of time laying on that bedroom couch. Because I'll see them and I'll put them back. Because I don't want them to get too messed up. But that pink linen jacket is the thing that probably spends the most time wherever I put it down, because you can't make it look bad. It's linen. It's gonna be wrinkled anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know how many times I've shoved that thing into my bean bag? I've just been like it's raining and I'm like, ah, shit. I take it out and not even fold it. I just shove it in there.
Right.
Because with the stuff we do with Dave, there's no shoulder pad. It's all soft, so I'm not gonna ruin any shoulder pads or any canvassing.
Yeah.
So it's just throw it in there. Who cares?
I do lay my stuff out if I knew I was particularly sweaty that day. If I want to air it out, but then I'll put it back.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Yeah. MJ, how is yours?
Well, I can't really show you, but
There's a big picture behind you, unfortunately, blocking the view.
I use these modular wire, I don't even know what they would call. They're panels, and then you put them together to make a shelf, so you can decide how many columns and rows you have. But I have one square that's a hold on. What do I have in here? So I have one that's like graphic tees and plain t-shirts. One that's all slacks folded, and then another one that's all shorts folded. And then I have the upper part of my closet where I hang everything. Everything else. Nothing too fun. Plastic hangers. Like everybody else.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
actually use those. I use those hangers from Target that are velvet.
Oh, I'm actually not a huge fan of those. I have those, and my issue with those, if these are the same ones that you're talking about, and maybe I can go grab an example, they break very, very, very easily.
They do break easily, but I just hate the metal hangers. The wire ones. I don't know. I just don't like them. They make me feel like I'm picking out clothes from the dry cleaner.
Yeah.
And the felt.
It's fucking the clothes from the dry cleaner go straight into the closet. I take off the plastic. Do not switch hangers, man. They're gonna go straight in the closet.
That I say that as if I go to
the dry cleaner.
Go to the dry cleaners often, and I don't.
I don't.
All those things oh, you should dry clean your suit twice a year. No.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither, man. I get you. What's it called? And MJ, you also share your.
Yeah. I share a closet, so it's indeed half of a closet. So I also would like to move to a bigger space. But that may or may not happen anytime soon.
Red Jacket says, I'm surprised all you guys have wire hangers. First thing I did when I went to college was buy 2 boxes of wooden hangers from IKEA. This was 10 years ago. I'm using them. Bro, I have 50 shirts.
Yeah.
Man.
I've got
They're too big.
I've got a lot of. Do you see this?
I mean, again, it's I don't put suits on wire hangers, but it's all my shirts, all this stuff. Yeah, it's going on a wire hanger because, a box of 10 hangers from Amazon or IKEA is $15. How many of those boxes am I going to need to buy? Can't keep doing this. I am constantly short. I'm constantly short on pants hangers. That's something I struggle with.
So a
Hey.
Tell me how many they are, bro. What the? Oh, fuck you, you fucking bitch.
Oh, I'm on TV. And hey. All right,
yeah,
Kiyoshi.
should we, Kiyoshi, what is it? Did we already ask you your storage method? Was that when I was in the bathroom?
No.
No. So I am blessed to have several closets, but my
Money bags over here.
one I use as like off-season outerwear, one is current season outerwear and shoes, and that's the more accessible closet.
Well, I don't put anything away. I don't put like seasonal stuff away. Everything just is in the closet. I live in New York City. I don't have like I'm blessed with like the size of apartment I have, and I just have to deal with that. Everything stays out. There is no boxes hidden anywhere.
That's wild. And then like
I've stared at a corduroy suit since fucking March.
And then like my bedroom closet is just literally the width of a door. So I can't put a whole lot in there, but there are two racks in there. So I use that for shirts. One is just all like casual shirts and shirt jackets, overshirts, that kind of thing. And then the one in front is seasonal trousers and then my dress shirts. I don't really have a lot of dress shirts these days. Probably maybe less than a dozen, including formal shirts. So it's not too many. I did go to like Bed Bath & Beyond and buy like 50 of the same wooden hangers.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is all uniformly on the same wooden shirt hangers. And then I lucked out and I have a bunch of real nice thicker wooden hangers that I use for the few sport coats I keep at home and heavy outerwear. But like the place where I really luck out is like all of my suits I leave at work. And I have a whole garment rack at work. So I just, I commute in like whatever shoes, pants, and then whatever shirt I'm wearing, and then I just change at work when I get there.
That's nice.
Do you live by yourself, Kiyoshi, or you live with people?
I do live alone. So yeah, I have all the closet space.
Yeah.
But it would get extremely cramped extremely quickly if another person would occupy.
Oh, you're telling me.
I honestly like I would rather just move apartments than share space.
Here's the worst part about it all is that she also works in fashion, right? So it's like it's not like
both clothes horses.
Exactly. So it's not like one of us has more clothes, and the other one has like a couple things. It's like we're both fighting for like fist fighting for closet space and like floor space.
Do you guys like ever, just out of curiosity, do you ever be like, okay, look, this is too much. We both have to agree to reduce our current wardrobes by, one bag that goes to donation or to sell stuff. Or is it just,
and then we don't do it.
Growing?
We're like, wait, all right, we got to go through this. Like, we're like, oh, we're off together on like tomorrow. We have to go through the closet. Okay, great. And then we're like, well, let's go to the park today. It's nice. And then that's the end of that until like next month, where we'll pull like one or two things out of the closet and then be like, I'm hungry. You want to get lunch?
You pull stuff out of the closet, put it on the floor, and then that's it.
It stays on the floor. There's actually, I think there's a bag of stuff that was supposed to go to donations like 3 months ago. Or like from before like COVID. Yeah, before like COVID happened, I was like, oh, let's go through.
Do you have
and then,
like a donation, just like boxes, like by gas stations or whatever? Is that a thing that you have in New York? Because we have those.
Yes, I think so.
I
mean,
like,
they were definitely they were a thing in Massachusetts for sure.
Yeah. Same thing here. There's one like by a bodega and gas station and.
Someone once told me though that like some of those donation boxes don't go to like
is that right?
Don't get donated or something, and it's like some weird. Someone said it's like some weird like pyramid scheme thing, and I'm like, that seems wrong, but okay.
Well, I'll have to look into that because that's where I dump all my shit that I don't want to sell.
Yeah, they're just setting it on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
They're using it to fuel the forest fires.
Oh no! I looked into Fariation brings it back to wooden hangers and how he doesn't use them for mold reasons, which makes sense because he's in Singapore.
Yeah,
But so the IKEA, it's $5 for 8 wooden hangers.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
That's still I would still have to spend like
Oh, well, that's true.
I was gonna say
Yeah, it's still a lot.
hundreds of dollars for everything to be wire hangers. And again, my wire hangers are basically just shirts and my trousers, like the trouser ones. And it's also like I don't want to throw away these hangers. Like like I don't mistreat them at all. My trousers aren't like super heavy, so like I think it's fine. I think I'm using like what you got. I'm kind of like using a plastic bag, except that I could keep using it even after I go to the the grocery store or whatever, right? Because if I bought wooden hangers, then I would have to throw away these wire hangers, So, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that, Except I got most of these from my parents went dry cleaning. My parents, or I would go to the tailor or whatever. But then I keep this, so it's all good. Because all my sport coats are on wooden hangers. All of my outerwear is on wooden hangers or like thicker plastic hangers, and then everything else is like again the shirts, like button-up shirts, and my trousers are on wire hangers.
Yeah, all of my tailoring is on like thick plastic hangers, like suit hangers.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just on whatever hanger is on the floor at the time. I'm very disorganized with my clothing.
Have any of you guys ever had a rack or like the rail, whatever you want to call it, like collapse on you because of the clothes?
Yes.
My closet did. Like the wooden bar in my closet did. And for like literally until we got that fixed for like weeks, that's when I had to have like almost everything on the floor.
Yeah, that happened to us for sure.
That happened a couple summers ago. Like a pipe burst in my house, and like
that's right 2 years ago.
Yeah, and like half the house, not it wasn't like, well, no, it was like a maybe 2 inches of water in like half the house. And so that summer I spent in a hotel and took like everything had to come out of my room because they had to fucking tear up the floors and everything. So when I put all my clothes back into the closet, the wooden beam just collapsed. It was pretty cool. It was fun.
It happened to my girlfriend actually when we were at our old apartment where we were living. This is like last year, or actually 2 years ago now. There was only one closet, and it was in the living room of that place. So it was like kind of inconvenient to have clothes and shit in there. So it's that one closet. So we had like garment racks in our bedroom that we'd put. Each of us had a garment rack we'd put everything on, and then hers. She had a lot of she was working for Ted Baker at the time, so she had these like heavy Ted Baker like dresses and things. They use like heavy fabrics for like the winter and stuff. And all of a sudden, I'm like asleep, and all you hear is like crack, and then just when you hear everything like hit the ground, all the hangers flying off the thing, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? And I turn the light on, and all of her clothes are on the floor, and like the garment rack is in like pieces. It's just like it was done.
Well, that's fun.
I haven't. Luckily, none of my racks haven't collapsed on me. Like the main one you see. Thanks. The main one you see, in the closet has never collapsed. It is sagging, but I think that's just over time. You know how racks can get when they get old.
Yeah, we love a good sag.
So before I had these, these two separate the white IKEA racks, I had one that I got that was in my house since I was a kid. It was a dual rack. So basically, it's like this, except they were joined together in the middle. And back in I think you guys probably know that it was tall too. So I couldn't even see the mirror or anything behind it. It was really tall, and it had I put my suits on it. like here, and then on the other end, I put my all of my casual outerwear. So like, not just short coats, but like my pea coat, my overcoats, my trench coats, and that literally split in twain after like
split in twain.
Yeah, I think MJ was there. Well, that's why MJ and I went to IKEA like last year because
IKEA, I hardly know her.
Yeah, IKEA, my wife.
Spencer drives them IKEA.
That's right.
I've only ever been to an IKEA once, and I didn't even go inside. I just went to the pickup area.
I like IKEA.
So I would say I've never been to IKEA. I've never like walked around.
Worth it. You know, the food.
I wanted to get the Swedish meatballs, but the cafeteria or whatever was like closed when I got there.
Man, the other stuff is still good too. Like,
I took an Uber here.
So good. Yeah, me and MJ ate. What did we do that day? What else did we just did that? Did we go to trivia or something? I don't know.
We painted, I think. That day.
Oh, that's right. Okay, a little paint date. PD. Fuck.
PT. Silent Hills.
Little PTSD.
PT one more, baby. That's what. That's how they bring people into pity. I know.
That's it.